This Halloween, a number of Hollywood professionals, they're trying to create real-life scares.
Have found a creative way to make money and to showcase their talents.
Hey, it's Joel, and I have an amazing event coming up. It's called Grizzly Garden, and it's put on by Dangling Creative. It's going to be in Valencia, California. Details in the description, but they're putting together, like I said, a Grizzly Garden. It's a hauntingly good time, just in time for Halloween, and this directly benefits film industry tradespeople who are out of work because of the strikes within Hollywood. So all ticket prices go towards helping these film industry tradespeople put food on the table. And I couldn't resist when they asked if I could help with the effort. And you know what I do best? I 3D print stuff. So what I did is I printed a carrot.
What?
This isn't just any carrot. We're talking about a Grizzly Garden, a haunted house-esque experience, and they want families to be able to come through. Not just grizzled adults, but little kids who might want a tiny little scare, and that's where this carrot comes in handy, because kids can wear the carrot around their neck, and then actors within the Grizzly Garden know, hey, this person doesn't want to be scared out of their gourd. You get it?
Good grief.
It's a garden. Gourd. Now, I can't just print one of these. They said they needed 500, and it took a couple days. Let me show you. There it is, 500 of these ghoulish little carrots that people get to wear around their neck and take through the Grizzly Garden if they don't want the full actor scare experience. And if there are 500 carrots and there's a top and a bottom, that means there's also 500 pieces of each. So it's 1,000 pieces in total. You're looking at 1,000 3D printed pieces. All of these pieces were printed with donated Polymaker filaments. Polymaker reached out and said they would love to be a part of this effort and donated all of the filament necessary to make these prints possible. Polymaker is wonderful. There's a link in the description. Go click it and tell them you love them. All prints were done on my Bambu Lab printer farm. I've got 4 different X1 carbons, a P1S, a P1P, and 2 different A1 minis. And all were enlisted to accomplish the prints of all the parts. Everything that was not an A1 Mini had 20 at a time printing per build plate, and everything that was an A1 Mini had 12 printing at a time per build plate. There were failures during the print farming operation. Typically in a print farm, you're looking at a certain percentage of failures happening. There was one time when one of the X1 carbons, some of the pieces didn't stick. It spaghettied a bit, and I just had to bail on the print and start again. But that was the only failure in print farming this specific order. You know I'm not done. You know I can't just live with 1,000 pieces printed.
Really?
You know that there's something I teased on social media. Let me go get it. These are all tiny. This one is huge. This dangling carrot was sized up and printed in 2 different parts on my Prusa XL, and the same Polymaker filament was used to print it, and it turned out amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I don't think someone's going to wear this around their neck. I mean, it might work. And speaking of the event, I have, doing math, 1,002 pieces to pack up and send down there and then meet up with, because, you know, I want to see the garden. I got to get to packing.
I made it to the Grizzly Garden, and the pieces, look at that. They made it along with me, and I'm so thankful they did. I was so worried. So let me find this rocking chair. This is going to be amazing. I get to show you the technology behind the Grizzly Garden, and let's not dabble, let's do it. The first thing I wanted to show you is this, a very carnivorous plant in the garden. And it really reminds me of Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors. This is 3D printed. Even though it doesn't look like it's 3D printed, this was skillfully painted by a scenic painter, and it looks absolutely amazing. But what's really neat about this is when the haunting begins and Audrey is back in position facing this direction, this wire is connected up to a DC motor and it can make Audrey's inspired mouth move. Feed me! Feed me! Spiders. I hate spiders. What I get to show you next is something that I actually haven't been able to show on the channel before. This is a first. This is a 3D print. Not only that, it is a resin 3D print from a Magforms industrial SLA machine. The laser that cures this is 355 nanometer, unlike our 405 nanometer consumer grade machines. And this is from a scan. The actor here sat still, was scanned, and then that scan was taken to the machine and 3D printed, and then a scenic artist applied the paint to make it look incredibly real. If you stand back and glance over this way, you would think there is a woman in distress. And there's good reason for that, because this scan will be put into place for the haunting in a situation that might bring about some fear. Be warned, I get to show you that next. Scary, right? This snake is what's installing the fear in that model that I just showed you before. And it's very good reason she's modeled that way, because this thing is frightening in person. It's actually riding on a KUKA 8-axis robotic arm. And the scales on this were CNC'd using 1/8" Sintra material on a zoomed router. And then the head, though, that's 3D printed. It's in PLA material, and it's on the Anycubic Cobra Max. Oh, this snake looks incredible in person, and obviously I can't wait for you to see this, but I'm tired of testing my luck. I know it's on a robotic platform, but I'm gonna leave before... Well, I'm at the finale of the Grizzly Garden with your host, if you show up, which you really should. It's an amazing experience, and obviously, I just gave you a taste of what's here. And you should come and bring your friends, because this all benefits the special effects and prop makers in Hollywood that were out of work because of the strikes. It runs October 16th through the 31st here at Dangling Creative in Valencia, California. And what's that? Wrap it up? Okay, sure. So if you've made it this far, you're awesome, and quite frankly, you're safe. And don't forget to fight for a cause you believe in, or your life, to be honest, and scare all the things? Sorry. And as always, high five. Huh? Oh, down low. I'll leave.